He didn't do none of that.
Oh man!
I bet if I said it was Garth Brooks, you'd have been looking for the nearest fucking branch.
Now MJ, I don't believe he did none of that stuff. MJ was innocent, man. He didn't do none of that stuff.
I believe that when you look at the circumstances surrounding it.
Yeah, man. They done him dirty, bro. Properly.
Disney and Sony fitted him up, innit?
Yep, exactly. And Disney doing all the things that he planned to do is strange. But you know, what can we say, man? What can we say?
Don't gas.
Were you doing audio today, Tiny? Yeah, man, doing audio.
No. I'll be on screen.
You need a trim or something like.
I gotta get the right woolly hat.
Listen, for the record, man, I got my trim today. I'm good. I just like wearing hats. I just like wearing hats. Yeah, man. Anyway, we'll be back right after this. Yeah, just want to try something new there.
New intros, looking good, mate. It's looking good. I enjoyed that.
You know, I thought I'd bring the Don't Gas podcast into like 2025/26 because it's looking a little bit dated compared to the other pods, and I thought, I can't be doing that to the flagship. So while we're at it, I might as well change the background. It's only right. So let's switch up to the new one. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
It's gone to the archives. So yeah, out with the old, in with the new. Like that. And we move.
Tiny's found his woolly hats.
So we were talking about, and this is a conversation we kind of had, and I was having with JD as well, about UK street culture, various elements of it. Does it make sense? You know, when we were younger, we probably did think it made sense, but being older, we can look back and reflect and see, certain things probably don't make sense a lot of the time. So we thought we'd bring that to the Don't Gas podcast. Yes, we're back again. Another show. Please like, subscribe, comment. We'll try and get through your comments tonight as well. Just go around the houses quickly before we get started. So we've got Blunt with us today. What are you saying, Blunt?
I'm good, lads. How's things?
Yeah, man. All good, bro. All good. Got Tiny Godfather. What's happening, bro?
All good, King. Respect everyone.
Yeah, man. And we got the nastiest hater in town, JD. leaving hateful comments, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to eat, man. My man's just leaving hateful comments.
Arsenal Chelsea related, I hate it, man. I ain't gonna lie, man.
That's why I didn't invite you on. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I didn't invite you on. You were not welcome. Anyway, there's a little mini episode, show within a show. If you haven't seen it, go check it out on the Don't Gas podcast channel on YouTube. I shot it earlier today. I had a little bit of a talk about the Arsenal, but I'll leave you to watch that in your own time. Anyway, yeah, so UK street culture. The first thing I want to know is, what is snitching really? What is it really? Is it ever necessary? Should it always be avoided? Because as we know, when you're on road and stuff like that, there's a straight no snitching policy. So I'm gonna go to you first, JD. What's your take on the whole don't snitch culture?
Well, I mean, to be honest, I think it's all backwards, really. But you see the problem. Like the problem I have is that things like. I mean, I can talk about black people and a black culture in it. Like, what I would say is, if you're in the game or you're involved in, I don't know, like, criminal activity or whatever, okay, and I don't know, you get caught and you tell on people, I suppose they can call that snitching. But it's like it affects like just everyday people. It's like if something happens to you, or I don't know, like someone stabs someone, or you get stabbed. It's like, oh, you can't talk. That's snitching. Like, that's mad. That's nuts. So I'm saying, like, I'm a tax-paying citizen. So if it ever happens to me, I've got every right to call the police. You know, as far as I'm concerned, and man can call it snitching or whatever. Like, I don't give a damn. I'm a snitch then.
Oh man, what's your take on it, Blood? What's your take on the whole don't snitch culture that we have?
You have to judge each case on its merit. I think if people snitch to obviously take the heat off themselves with something that they're complicit in, and that's just a big fucking no-no. Do you know what I mean? If your hands are dirty, then you need to keep your mouth shut and don't throw anyone under the bus. But like JD said there, if it's if there's people making good, normal, hard-working citizens' lives a misery, albeit burglaries, assaults, fucking robberies, or what have you, then like JD said in one of the first episodes, I'm sorry, officer, it was him.
Sorry, I'll give you an example. So, sorry, another example. There's a guy I know, always like grew up in the same area as me. He's always worked, like, always done everything right. Like, I've never known this guy to get involved. He might have smoked a bit, but that's all he ever did. He was driving his car, and he had maybe 4 people, 4 people in his car. One of them had like a load of weed and just threw it down in the car. Everyone got nicked for it. And it's like, he didn't say nothing. So I'm saying, because if he did, like, according to everyone, he's snitching. He's a snitch. All he's doing is driving his car with people that may be involved in nefarious activities, but he's not actually involved. So if he did say something, is it really snitching? Because it would have been looked at as snitching back then. I guarantee you, like where we grew up, he couldn't have said nothing. So I'm saying, so what's everyone's opinion on that then?
I've actually been in that situation before.
He's snitching.
Huh?
I'll be honest with you. Yeah. This is me just being 100. Yeah, I've been in that situation, but it was in someone's yard. It's in someone's yard who will remain nameless. I ain't saying nothing. And in fact, the person who I'm talking about is no longer with us, actually. But out of respect, I won't say the person's name. But that happened to me as well. And everyone in the house got taken. Everyone in the house got taken. And I'll be honest with you, nobody spoke. Nobody spoke. No one said nothing. So I was younger then. But I was vexed, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I was fuming. And I confronted them about it as well. And be like, right, how are you just gonna let that happen? Like, seriously. Like, and you know the worst thing is, I was only passing through, stopping off to say, what's up? And in the time I was there, probably about 10 minutes. Yeah, mate. Spent pretty much the night in a cell for something that weren't nothing to do with me. Mad. So I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying. But at the time, I never said nothing.
If you said something like, right, that's nothing to do with me, it's his. Is that snitching? Really?
No, but I hear what you're saying, yeah. But your friends put himself around people that are involved in that life. So if you get arrested while being in the presence of them, you know what you're involved in. Do you get me? Like,
it's his car, innit?
There's a thin line, and I get it, innit? But if I'm around guys that are doing that stuff, I know what they're doing, innit? So if we get nicked on something to do with this, I can't talk because I'm around you lot now. Do you get me? But
all right, let me give you an example then, Tiny. Yeah, let me give you an example and tell me what you think of this, right? Because this happened as well. Someone I know, yeah, someone I know, he went jail for this as well. His friend asking for a lift somewhere. Someone he's known his whole life. He goes, "Let me just stop at the shop." I went in the shop, robbed the shop. Didn't tell him nothing. Jumped in the car. They went. Next thing you know, they're knocking on his door because his car's been picked up on camera. They're knocking on his door. And even though he didn't do anything, even though he didn't know what went down, he went prison. And he never spoke. So should he have stayed silent or should he have said something in that situation?
Did the other guy go jail as well? Did they both go jail?
Yeah.
Oh, well, boy, I don't care.
He's got every right to say something.
So for me, yeah, like in that situation, The other guy has just done a madness. Do you know them ones? He hasn't put himself in that situation or with them like that. Do you get me? It's not like he's chilling with him. So if you've just gone and done a madness, I'm not nothing to do with the streets. The police stop
There's
me.
a
I'm
law.
gonna
There's a
say,
law about that, though. There's an actual law specifically for that. And if you are even in that situation, you're considered by law to be guilty and accessory. Even though, and
yeah,
I can't remember the name of it. There's an actual word for it that they use, legal word that they
I
use
get
for it.
that in it. But in that
Is it joint
scenario where
enterprises?
man doesn't know, he didn't know anything in it. I'm just giving my friend a lift. He passed by the shop, and that's it in it. That's as much as I know. Anything else that happened, I weren't involved in. I didn't get nothing from. You know them ones. So
Yeah.
he's just a normal citizen on the roads. Can't expect him to hold and not say nothing because you're not involved in this stuff. Do you get me? My man, you tried to use him, and that's a whole different story, isn't it? But for me,
That's what,
if you put yourself around that kind of stuff, you can't talk because you're around them people and you know what they do. Do you get me? It's not like you're going in there blind and you don't know anything.
but the guy that's gone in and done the robbery, he's obviously a spineless piece of shit because there's no way he should have let his friend. He should have said, "Look, no, I asked him for look, he hasn't done."
Yeah.
He's letting him go down for it. And I'm sorry, no, you have to get snitched on. But like you say, that's when you're not complicit. When you're using the example of the guy in the car, I mean, like I can smell weed smoke from the other side of a public park. Do you know what I mean? So if you're sat behind me in a passenger seat and you've got that on you, like I know it's there, like. And it's like, and then you've got a choice there whether to say like, look, don't bring that in the car. So if we get pulled over, we're all going to get in trouble. You know what I mean? But if you're fully intending on, chilling and having a smoke, and then if everything's hunky dory, we don't get pulled over, we get caught, everything's fine. But then if you are in that situation, you're complicit.
See, I don't care.
What's your take, Triller? I just want to get Triller's take on this quickly. What's your take on the whole? We just talked about that. I know you just joined us in it, so the whole "don't snitch" policy on road. Like, what's your take on that whole policy?
I feel like what Blunt's saying is kind of true. Like, you got to be accountable. Like, you know what your people who are around you are doing. Like, if you don't know, it's different. But if you know what your people around you are doing, you can't really say nothing. You got to be accountable. Like, you're accountable for yourself and who you put around you, who you hang with, who you associate with. You don't have to associate with people that do crime. You get me? Or you don't have to associate with people that do crime. If you do, you know what they're doing and you know the rules, don't talk. But if you're a civilian and you're just nothing to do with it, you don't know, you ain't got no idea, you've got all the right in the world to say, right, I ain't had nothing to do with this. It was that guy. You get me? But
and
for
you know
me,
what it is for me, Buck, as well. The big difference is, a normal civilian will go to the police to defend them. Do you get me? If you're on the road and doing all of this stuff, you're not going to the police for none of that stuff. Do you get me? A normal civilian don't have a defense apart from the police.
exactly.
I hear what everyone's saying, okay? But like I said, my man who I'm talking about, okay, never did road. Like he just grew up in the same area as us, innit? Like he never did road. And there's a lot of people like that, like, you know what I'm saying, that never did road. But certain times they got caught up in predicaments for other people and didn't say nothing. I'm sorry, listen, like I got friends, well, people that I know from back in the day, they might do whatever. Listen, if I'm just standing with you, and this actually happened back in the day, like we were standing on the corner on the estate, police come, because they used to always come and just terrorize everybody. That's how it used to be back in the day. They come, like a load of them come to like search everyone. One guy had a parcel of hard food and just dashed it on the floor. Like everyone's there. It's like, whose is that kind of thing? Like, that's mad. No, that's crazy, bro. Like, dash it down in front of everyone.
In those scenarios,
and the worst thing,
in those scenarios,
this guy was a no snitch. This guy was he was a no snitch. He was known for getting caught with stuff and giving up people, and he just dashed it down in front of everyone. And not like, bro, that's crazy, bro. I'm sorry. Like, mad.
Yeah, in those scenarios, like I said, like you're not actually doing something with that guy, innit? You're not doing something with that guy. You're just there chilling. If he throws it down, he's trying to stitch man up. Like you can throw him under the bus because he's trying to stitch you up. Like he's not being low to the. He's not being like he. Like,
no, but no one said that, and everyone just stood.
But that's because everyone's young. That's because everyone's young, and some people are scared. Some people don't want to be called a snitch. Some people, like me personally, like you can't throw nothing on me. I don't care. Like I don't care. Like don't throw nothing on my name because if I do dirt, I'll put my hand up to it when I get caught. Don't throw nothing on my name because I'll call you out, bro. Like I ain't going to jail for no one. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't doing nothing for nobody.
Listen. Sorry, I'm kind of dominating this, but you know what? Yeah, I'm passionate about this. I'm gonna give you an example of a rapper, BG. He did mad time in jail. Like everyone knows BG's story, yeah. He did all those years in jail. He come out. He did an interview, and basically what he said was, if he's with somebody, and BG's obviously he's from the roads, like he's got a lot of history. He said, if he's with somebody and they do something, he's giving that person their charge. Like basically his thing was, how am I going to keep it real with somebody who don't keep it real with me? You know what I'm saying? Like he's done his time in jail for what he did.
Exactly.
He ain't taking no one's charge, and I agree with 100%. Like if you do that, I don't care if I'm with you.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can't. Like someone can't throw.
My mentality is we can both go down for it. It was all him. I don't give a damn. Call me a snitch or whatever, but nothing to do with me. I don't care if I was with you. I don't care if we've been rolling all day. You do that, and I don't know you're gonna do it. Nah, bro. I can't jail with you.
But yeah, from time the guy's actually gonna put you in that position, he's an idiot anyway. You get me? Like personally, he should just say, you know what, it's out of me and you. I know what I did. This is what I'm doing in it. I gotta take the rap. Simple as that. But to ask you to not say nothing when the situation's that a man knows what he crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy, man. That's a mad subject.
Simple, man. If you do the crime, you do the time. That's it's simple like that. Like if you do the crime, you should expect that you might have to do the time. You shouldn't want to half the time. Oh, I'll get half the time if you don't say nothing. No, you did it. Don't expect me to cover for you. Like I'm not covering for you. Like I got my own things going on. Like
that's true. I can hear what you're all saying, and at the same time, what you were saying, Tiny, I do think that if remove yourself from them people. Remove yourself from people like that. If you don't want to be in them situations, you don't have to have people like that. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to have people like that in your life, you know?
That's what I said first. That's what I said first. You got to kind of be accountable. That's what I was saying first. You got to kind of be accountable for the people that are around you. You got to know who's around you. Like if you don't know who's around you, if you don't know that, right? If you think this guy's your friend and your friend will throw you under the bus, you're a fool. Like you're a fool. You can't have people around you that will throw you under the bus.
But you see the thing
it's only the wrong kind of people that are going to throw you under the bus
until they have to. You don't know they're gonna throw you, like you don't know that they will until they're in a situation, and then it's like rare, like it's like everyone's looking out for themselves, and that's how road is anyway. Everyone's out for themselves.
Life's a lesson in it, but I think the fact that we're all grown ass men now. It'd be interesting if we had this conversation when we were all these daft kids in like early to mid-20s. Do you know what I mean? Like we might have different views on
it. Mentality is different then. Your mentality is completely 100%. Different. I don't care.
I used to think that no snitching foolishness. I used to think that. Now, shit. I'm giving a statement signing and I'm sitting down in court and student.
He's picking out the lineup in person. Number 2.
Like, listen, man. You see that ID parade? You don't have to black out the screen, man. He can see me. You get me? I'll put him out.
I'll just walk along, just tap him on the forehead. McFly.
You know what, right? Because we could, I'm sure we could probably talk about this one for a long time. Let me move on to another one. I want to know what type of woman likes a road man, and quote
Fucking
unquote road man,
wrong'uns.
because you know what it is, yeah. Like you do get them type of women who only go for that type, and there's probably good guys around that woman. Good proper guys who are safe and on job and working and this, that, and they don't give them the time of day. Let me go to you first on this one, Tiny. Like this whole roadman mentality, and
You know
why
what?
do you think that there's a lot of these women are attracted to this type of mentality?
It's the treat 'em mean, keep 'em keen must be in it. Cause it seems a lot of women like these kind of guys, and yeah, it doesn't even make sense. They know because but women are just a different kettle of fish anyway.
Not all, but most.
Yeah.
You got to think,
Definitely.
like,
Sorry, go on, Trilla. Go
you
on.
got to think as well. Like, women are weird because you could go to jail and a woman might wait for you. You could go to jail and a woman might wait for you. If I had a chick and she went to jail, I'm telling her to dust. Like, I ain't speaking to her again. Like, no matter what, it's like she cheated on me. Like, I ain't ever gonna speak to her. Like, that's crazy. Like,
Yeah,
me wait. No, man, there's another one. Ah, you crazy.
Do you think though this whole, because
Women are weird,
there's
man.
this whole like alpha beta thing that everyone always talks about, and these beta males that just get left on the sideline. But these guys are the ones who are, they've got a steady job and they're doing things the right way. Like that.
Yeah,
What goes through a woman's mind when they don't want to look at that, but they want to look at someone who's like living a lifestyle that's I don't want to say risky. It's like sporadic, erratic. It's not. You don't know what's happening. What's going to happen next? Do you think is there an excitement behind that? Do you reckon?
That must be what glamorizes it, because there must be some excitement aspect of it that makes them want to leave the normal how life is, them ones. And them kind of guys look glamorous, in it, always popping bottles, chains, and all of that kind of stuff in it. So aesthetically, looks like a vibe, in it.
Do you know what it is?
I was talking about it earlier. That's why honestly.
Do you know what it is for me? No, I was just going to say, like I said, I don't think it's the treating me keep getting. I mean, obviously, like that applies across the board. For whatever reason, humans are strange like that. Like the shit if someone treats you, it's like trying to beat a video game or something. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like I will crack it. But the thing what it is with the women, yeah, it's like women are in constant competition with each other. And they're always looking for something that ups their status over their friends or over their acquaintances. Or 9 times out of 10, they're sort of like it's what it is with women, right? They're all in this cold war with each other, right? They claim to be friends, they might share time with each other, but they're always looking to like do better. And obviously, when they look at that sort of lifestyle, right? Obviously, obviously that sort of lifestyle, violence is associated. So that's the sort of primordial sort of protect. Oh, he can do that person, so he can protect me, and then they see the trappings of the lifestyle, and it's like, oh, well, we can go on nice holidays and I can get them nice bags and I'll look fucking brilliant in front of my friends and they're all jealous of me. So that appeals to them for some reason. But the problem is when you attach yourself to that sort of that vision, that lifestyle is like oh, he's known for being violent, so like no one's gonna hurt me, but no, he's gonna fucking hurt you. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're going to step in that bear trap, and one time or another, you're going to realize that like when you're dealing with a person like that, you can't run your mouth like you could do in other relationships. You know what I mean? Because the moment like and I don't condone it, but if you like, it's like we're saying that you're guilty by association. You know what I mean? If you want to walk around with a fucking cobra, don't get pissed off when it bites you.
Yeah, that's a good take, man. What are you saying, JD? What's your opinion on this situation, man?
Boy, where do I start, man? Basically, I just think like these women like excitement. It's like Blunt was saying. It's the guy with the money, the guy with the car, the guy with the chain. You know what I'm saying? Like they can look good in his fancy car and that they enjoy it, innit? They like having the money spent on them, innit? Buying the clothes and the bags or whatever. But you know, just like you like that, so does every other woman. So when this guy's got like 4, 5, 6 different women, and you know, like, yeah, I don't know, he's bringing home STDs, or he's got a kid with you, but he's having another one with her and her. Don't be surprised. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
That's the problem.
like, listen, not only that, also like you know, you see these guys, like they might have like I don't know 5, 6, 7 kids with like, you know, like 4 or 5 women or whatever. Like, you know, this guy's not a responsible guy. Like, you know he's not a responsible father, but you expect him to be a responsible father for you. So when you're a single mother, like, you know, down the line, you know, with your 2, 3 kids or whatever, like, don't be surprised, didn't it? Like, you brought it on yourself, so don't cry about it. But then
Yeah.
don't expect the good guy who spent his time like working at Sainsbury's or doing whatever, who you looked down upon before, to come in and be Mr. Cleanup, like to take you on with them 3 kids. Like, nah, like that brother can go and get himself someone with no kids.
The will though.
See, that's a
Right?
mad thing.
They will
It's
expect
true,
it.
yeah. You see, when these women are younger, they want that type, and then when they get older now they want to settle down, and
Yeah,
they
they want
want
the
a
good guy.
different type of person, and that different type of person might not be interested in that, like you said, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just that's it. When it's
Sorry,
like just because I've been the good driver all my life doesn't mean I want to fucking drive that battered car when I'm 40. Do you know what I mean? Like,
oh man. We'll move on. Let's. I don't want to. I don't want to do a whole show chatting about these type of women, because they're not worth talking about a lot of the time. Those type of women, anyway. So we'll move it on now. So, so who was talking there? Has anyone got something to add before I move on, or are we moving on? Let's move it on, man. So yeah, now what my next question is?
No.
Feel
Keep
free.
it going. Keep it moving.
Keep it moving, man. My next question, and anyone feel free to jump in if you've got something to say first. So, this whole street cred thing and what people do to get street cred and stuff like this, what does it actually buy you? Like, I'm hearing all madness these days, and how these youngsters now, they're doing like league tables and that for madness that they're doing out on road and that, and they're all trying to outdo each other and this, that, and the other. But like, how does that compare to when we was younger? Because I know you lot have done some mad stuff to gain some street cred. You have to talk about it, but I'm just saying.
do you know I got my street?
To be fair, for me, like, I don't think that when I was doing stuff when I was younger, it wasn't necessarily for street cred. It was just like things that happen in moments, innit? And after them moments is kind of, you realize, right, you're getting certain ratings and all of that from others, you get me? But that's like me personally, and I know there's other people that purposely kind of go out of their way to try and be that guy in certain situations, you know that one. And sometimes it's unnecessary, but they want to be seen to be the big man, or do you get me?
Do you know what's funny, right? Is that I remember this kid. This is years ago. I was probably about 18 at the time, and there was this other. He was probably about a year younger than me or whatever. And like, people used to just bad him up all the time. And then one day, someone must have tried it on him now, and he just flipped out and bust him up so bad. But that was like a moment for him, because after that, he'd be fighting all the time. It's mad. Never fighting at all his whole life, but then he wins one fight and it just gave him that little boost. And now he wanted to be known as that guy that, if you got to fight me, kind of thing. And he'd just be fighting everyone. It's mad to go from that to that, but that's the kind of thing that recognition does to people. Enhances your ego, and you get brave in it. You start getting brave in that.
Power. the power goes to people's head, man. That's what it is. Like, and that'll happen to everybody in any situation, whether it's power in a job, whether it's power on the streets, and that people get drunk off it. You know, it's a very dangerous thing. Like I say, like I wanted street cred, so I just learned how to murder MCs. Like, do you know what I mean? That's all the street cred I wanted. Do you know what I mean? I'll just buy your life away, simple as that. And if you can't buy, I'll go speak to someone who can. See you later. Do you know what I mean? But like,
I remember being younger and never wanting to queue to get in anywhere. Like, so no one can't tell me they didn't want street cred, because that's the kind of thing that a bit of street cred will get you. Like, you ain't queuing to get in nowhere. You're on list, you're walking to the front, you're going straight in.
It's a lot of embarrassment as well. People don't want to be embarrassed. You get me? So for certain embarrassing moments, that's when certain people turn up and do some madness.
Trust me. We had a bit of issue with the Spinneroonie this week, by the way. So no Spinneroonie, but I think you lot will appreciate this next topic. South London stereotype. I personally want to put this out there. Yeah, I personally want to. There's 3 of us on there from South, so there's me, JD, and Triller. If anyone didn't know, so we're all from South. Yeah, is the South London stereotype deserved or not? Because I feel like the rest of London just like paints us with this brush and makes us look a certain way. At times, you live in South anyway, so it's not like you ain't around it. But is it deserved? Is it deserved? You know, I'm going to go to the South man first on this, because I personally think that sometimes it's a little bit over the top. Like, what do you reckon, JD?
But to be honest with you, like, obviously, I'm not around and out there like I used to be in it. But like I'd say back in the day, South was like it was different. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know, like places like Brixton and that, like, you know, like obviously me I grew up in like Clapham, innit, like Junction. And like Junction and Brixton, like just didn't mix. You know what I'm saying? Like people from Junction couldn't really go to Brixton and vice versa. But we're like, I don't know. But I mean, I used to be alright going Brixton and that. So like just for certain things you could do back in I don't know if you could do now. Like for instance, like I drive into Brixton like Summer Leighton or like Loughborough and just pull up. Like I just get out of my car, just walk up. I see a gang of guys just out there. And I'll just go up and ask, has anyone got weed? Like back in the day, like obviously I don't smoke no more. But I don't know. I don't know if you could do that kind of thing anymore. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Like obviously, like me, I didn't know none of the guys in it. So it might have been risky back then. But I just think that if you assure yourself, then that weren't really gonna happen to you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Like I don't know. Like
do you not think though that we're looked at differently, like than other parts of London?
For me, because obviously I'm from South, and I've got family in North London and West London and East London as well. So I've been around the whole London, like just seeing family. So I've been able to go everywhere. What I've noticed,
I think we lost Chiller, man's frozen.
I used to know a lot of people.
Hey, you're frozen, bro. I don't know what's going on,
I used to go to school in West London. No. Yo.
You need to upgrade from that. Upgrade from that dial-up, bro.
Are we live?
Man, you gave a big spiel, but nobody caught it, man.
Yeah, you probably had a good point, but no one heard none of what you said there. But you just
what's going on?
You were frozen in time.
Like you said, South looked different. I'll be honest with you. Like I said, growing up, like having family like North London, East London, like you know, and West, like when you go to any of those other areas, like you never really had an issue, like never. I'll be honest, like East London, no, like none of the guys out there would ever say anything to you. West London was so calm, like guy in Ladbroke Grove, Shepherd's Bush, Fulham, anywhere, Hammersmith, never no problems. The only place where you might have had an issue is South. Like for instance, like just standing and tooting at a bus stop, you just get a brother just staring at you. You know what I'm saying? Or Catford, like I went Catford back in the day. Like I had my girl used to live in Catford. Turn up at the train station waiting for her to come meet me. two brothers walk up to me like, we're on a G chat. I was like, so yeah, like in South, I suppose like them kind of things happen more than anywhere else. Like I've never had any issue anywhere apart from South London like that.
I'd say the only other area that I can think of that's similar is Northwest. I think Northwest, like Harlesden, them type of areas is quite similar. I think they're more like us than anywhere else in London, to be honest. I think Northwest are a bit like us in that way, man. But yeah, I do think that certain things are a bit more raw. You're going to get bad areas everywhere. That's the first thing. And I've got family in West. I've got family up in North London as well. I actually don't have any family in East, funnily enough. But I do in West and North. And you get your bad areas everywhere. But I do think there's a little bit of an edge in South that you don't find anywhere else. I do think that. What's your... I want to get your take, Tiny, because obviously you live down here now. So I don't know how long you've been here, but you do live here. You know what I mean? So
I've been in South about nearly 10 years now. But I lived in West Ladbroke Grove, grew up there from about 15, moved to Northwest London. And then my later stages in life moved to South. But South's different. Do you know what? Every ends is kind of different, innit? South's probably more, should I say, it's more got that raw element in terms of it's got the more gritty side of London, I think, in South. Nowadays,
do you think that's a mentality? Do you think that's a mentality thing? Do you think within the people inside, do you think that's more a mentality thing or what?
Changing. But I think back in the day, South was like madness. You don't want to go South. There's always problems, or you're expecting problems when you go South. But nowadays, I don't think it's as bad as it was. But yeah, it's always gonna have the stigma in it from before.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Back in the day, when I used to come and check you, JD, when I used to come and check you, man, I was never turning up to your ends without like someone knowing I'm coming. Like there's none of this just turning up, bro. Whenever I used to come to your estate, bro, there'd just be a gang of man just standing there, and you're just thinking like, someone's definitely gonna say something to me. So I was ready to name drop you, like in case, because I know that they probably would have known who you were.
Bro, I used to make my friends meet me. As soon as I get off the train or the bus or whatever it is, you gotta be there, bro.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie, man. There's a girl that used to live in my block upstairs. Yeah, listen, one girl lived in my block upstairs, and her boyfriend used to go to my school. Like I went 2 secondary schools, and I got expelled from the first one. So he went to my first secondary school, and like he was all right. I mean, like I didn't have no problem with him. It's just a guy I went to school with, innit? I see him like when he used to come check her and that. I think he must have come onto the block and like, see, you know, on my block, like certain times there'll be people standing on the balcony, like there'll be like maybe 10, 15 guys there. And I don't know, like they must have asked me like, Ray, what are you doing here? Like, and he must have said, yeah, I've come to check him. And I was like, and then when I cut, like, I don't know, like the same guys who's asking like what he's doing, and they must have asked me like, yeah, who's that guy to come check it? Like, but what are you talking about? Like, but man just name dropped me to get himself out of a spot above her, but.
That weren't me.
Like you went to eat like no, it weren't you, but I didn't really mind it. I just like whatever, and I didn't really think that of it, but just one of those.
To be honest, it wasn't that. You know what it is, yeah? Because I knew quite a few people. I knew obviously you, your brother, Anthony, Monaco. So it's not like I didn't know anybody. Oki used to live there as well, and I mean I used to know certain people there. So it's not like I was just going there, you know, and I'm on my ones kind of thing, because I did know fair few people there anyway. And I actually didn't live that far away anyway when I lived in Battersea. Yeah, there was something about that estate, man. There's something rough about, hey, listen, it's just different. That estate was just different. I'm sorry.
To be honest with you,
answer me the question though, please.
No. That's what
Yeah,
I
go
don't
on.
think. You know what I think it is? Like, when people talk about the stigma that South had, what I think, like, we just had so much estates in South, like, just so much, like, tower blocks and estates, like, everywhere. And there was just a lot of guys and just not that many females. I just think guys are just mad aggressive because, like, bro, I'm not even joking, bro. Like,
It's
Bro.
true though, because you go out the ends to get girls.
Yeah.
Like, you'd go out
like,
the ends
like,
all
bro,
the
there was
time.
just hella
Like,
guys and just like a very
Talking
like
about Camberwell was a spot, fam. I used to go Camberwell regular when I was a youth, blood.
yeah, but that's Camberwell, though, isn't it? Like, I'm talking about Battersea, like Clapham Junction, like, bro, there was no girls.
you know what it is, JD?
And
You know
if
what
there
it is?
was girls, they're like guys from Brixton. All the girls like Brixton, man, back in the day. So like, I was just struggling out there, man. Like,
So,
You know what it is, bro?
shouldn't they have some sort of service though? It's like somebody suck him off before he stabs someone. Answer me a question though, Bookstar, right? Answer me a question, please, right? Because obviously, like, well, the last time I was down, obviously in London. I mean, obviously I can't speak about this, like, because I'm obviously not from there. But last time I was in London when we were in studio, yeah, do that tune, right? Was that South?
Yeah, but it wasn't about. I'm not in a bad area. I'm in a decent.
Oh, right. As well, obviously, I will ask this today. So I'm listening to you talking, and I'm just thinking, like, why has he got me walking through this fucking store called Warzone on my own? And he's just like, oh, I'll meet you outside this fruit shop that sells like super malt or whatever. And I'm just like, just stood there, northern as fuck, just like waiting, just waiting to be stabbed.
You know what it is, yeah. Like where I live now is nice around here, bro. It's nice. It's quiet. It's all right around here, to be honest with you. So I'm not in a bad area at the moment, but
it seems all right. Like,
it's back in the day, because when you talk about Clapham Junction now to someone who didn't know back in the day, they'll be thinking, "What are you talking about? Clapham Junction, proper nice area, upmarket, bro." Back in the day, I'm telling you, no. Remember when Pizza Hut used to be outside the station? Them days. Yeah, and you just got a gang of man out there just going in and helping themselves to the refillable drinks, and it's like, right, you ain't even eating in here, man. It's just like,
you know what we used to do, like, petrol stations, yeah. Like, listen, you know, back in the day, petrol stations never used to have the after hours thing. They used to be open 24 hours. We used to be hanging on Mayso. These times were like maybe 16. We'd be out on Mayso, and then like maybe like 1, 2 in the morning, someone would say, "Come over, go petrol station." Everyone just walk in there, just take what they want and walk out. Like, wouldn't even run. Man, just take what they want and walk out. Like,
casual, what?
Yeah. And then after, like, right, like, you'd go to petrol stations locked now, like 10 o'clock, they lock the doors. But back in the day, bro, no petrol station, they never used to lock. They used to all be open 24 hours. So, but that's
the guy tell you, that guy tell you, I feel sorry for your mother. No, I'm joking.
But that's the reason we have to stand there.
Like, bro, they didn't even say anything. Like, we used to do it nightly.
To be honest, we used to do that after school. What was it called? What we used to call it again on a Friday?
Friday feeling.
Friday feeling. That's it. Friday feeling down Garrett Lane was mad. Oh my gosh.
So because of all that, you have to stand now at the garage, like, with through the glass like that, and he's obviously saying, like, "No, not that one, the green one, the green." Oh, for fuck's sake!
But you know what? Now, back in the day, man, Junction was different. It's a different area to what it is now. Completely different area. Like, if someone went jail in the 90s and came out today, they won't recognize Junction. They just won't recognize it at all. It's just a different place now. But yeah, back then, like, and I think other places in South as well, like, you know, even Tooting used to be bad back in the day, man. Like, you know, it's
I don't know though. Listen,
Peckham was a mad one as well. Because I remember I went to do some.
Like, so
I had a radio show in Peckham, and randomly come out of the radio station. Luckily, I was with like a few guys. Some wedge black guy rolled up to me like, "Yo, where you from, my G?" I was like, "Yo, yeah. See you later, bro." Bro, my man started signaling to the man them across the road. Yeah, I said, "Yo, man, it's time to go." Yeah.
That's the thing, like, bro, you never used to get that in West, though. I used to go west, like, back in the day as well. And like I used to check my brethren, like, I used to live in Grove, innit? And bro, no problems. Like nah, bro. People go. They was all right, man. Like everyone, it's like they was happy up there. But you come back to South, everyone's just miserable and vexed. Like it's crazy,
bro. Do you remember? I don't know if you remember this year. There was a guy that I used to work with back in the day. Yeah, he's from Nottingham, white guy from Nottingham, and I must have brought him to your estate one time. I don't know if you remember that or not. I brought him there, man. You lot scared him bad. Like after we left there, he literally just he go, bro, are you crazy? Like never take me somewhere like that again. Like he was scared, bro. And I was trying to tell him, like, nah, man, like you were good. Like no one weren't gonna do nothing. Like everyone was cool. You know what I mean? No one was gonna, but nah, you lot scared him, bro. I ain't gonna say why he was scared, but I think you know why. I know what you man were doing that day. But yeah, now he was shook, bro. He never wanted to go back there again, ever. Like,
but to be honest though, like growing up there, like to be honest, like it was the kind of place where if you came like with someone who knew someone, you'd be all right. But if you came down by yourself, like doing something stupid, then yeah, it could be a long day for you.
Or a short one.
No, that's mad. That's mad. But yeah, man, like, I was gonna ask you, but just before we finish it, because obviously being the only non-Londoner, I just wanted to get your take on the differences between down here and obviously where you're from. Like, apart from it being a lot busier, obviously.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, it's crazy. Like, do you remember when you lived in Morden? When I came down to the studio, we were going to do some studio before, and like obviously I've got like the bus down, I think it was, and like I stood in like Victoria Station at like 6:30 in the morning, and like I was just like, what the fuck? Where have all these people come from at this like ungodly hour? Do you know what I mean? Like 6:30 in the morning, there isn't a fuck. Like the sun doesn't even come up till 10 o'clock in the morning where I'm from. You know what I mean? Like it's like, but like it's. I mean, I'm not exactly from a soft place, you know what I mean? Like, I think we're top of the league with all the crime stats at the moment, but it's not as saturated. But London has to be very careful, and I'll probably upset a few people in saying this, but it's for their own good. Like the way the rest of the country perceives London now, you know what I mean? Like JD was saying earlier on, it's like you might go and ask somebody, has anybody got any weed? We wouldn't even go down and ask for someone directions now because you get stabbed in the fucking neck for it. You know what I mean? Like it's just like that's the way it's perceived for the rest of the country, and he's fixing. But
you know
every area,
I'll say this blunt. Yeah, you see the whole knife crime thing. Yeah, it's a problem. Don't get me wrong, but it's always been a problem. It's not a new problem. It's just now reported more. Like if you ask these man, they'll probably tell you the same thing. I remember
the numbers weren't as high. Surely.
No, bro, it's always been there. It's never been a thing where it wasn't there and it wasn't of a high level and it wasn't happening too much. It's always been
over
there.
A postcode.
No, but the thing is,
it don't matter where it's over.
Changed now. Like these zombie knives and all of this stuff that these youths have got is a different type of knife, innit? So there's more actual deaths and things like that now. Whereas I think before it was a lot of like people wounding each other and scars.
Yeah, but that's it. Some of these youngins, and it's not just for like, especially Middlesbrough now is getting quite bad. Like it's like I talked to my girlfriend's eldest son, like, and obviously that culture sort of from like 16 to 18-year-old now. So some of these are walking around with zombie knives, and they don't even know how to use a fucking knife and fork. And that's that's the scary bit.
Let me tell you this, yeah. I'm 45 years old now. I was about 7 years old the first time I had a knife pulled on me. 7. Think about when that was.
I'll have been about that. Say, yeah.
7. That's
yes, bro. Yeah. I wasn't even by myself. It was me and Michael Giles, bro. Me and him.
Yeah, where was that?
Two older kids.
I'm in West, and I got a knife pulled on me when I was about 8. And luckily, I was with someone that knew who I was and said to the brother, like, bro, do you know who this guy's family is? Like, you're getting yourself in a madness. And then a week later, I go to the chip shop with my mum, and my mum knows the same youth's mum that tried to pull the knife on me.
Wow. Like, we broke away, bro. Like because they were older as well, man. We broke away and ran, and I just ran and I went home, man. That was not a good one. But I'm just saying, what I'm just saying is, it's not a new problem. I don't want people to be fall into this illusion.
It's
illusion that it's a new problem. It's just more publicized, more spoken about. I think there's probably more access to stuff like that now than there used to be because it's easier to get things. But in terms of it actually being a problem, that sort of thing has always been a problem in London, man.
But
unfortunately,
with this amount of volume, with this amount of numbers.
Listen, put it this way: today, you got kids that are on their mobiles, they're on their devices, they're online. There weren't none of that back in the day. What are you doing? You're outside. So you do the math.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, but I don't know.
Anyway,
it's just the way it's perceived.
Listen, back in the day, bro, listen, there was a lot more stuff to occupy us back in the days. Well, like we had hella youth clubs, we had football, like bro, I'm telling you, like listen,
there was bare youth clubs.
I know, I'm just never ready to describe hella youth clubs
all the time. You know what I'm saying? So like you go down to the pen, you play football all day. If you're not, then you be out in the state chilling. But if not, you just go to the pen and play football. You go Meso, we be playing benches, like still football, but we be doing something. So yeah, man, it's like nowadays, like these kids, like it's not an excuse, but they've taken everything away from these kids, man. So like,
yeah,
they've just got nothing but negativity and all this foolishness that they keep up these days, man.
The thing is, as well, though, like it's like what we used to do. Like, yeah, we had youth clubs and stuff, but you get a football. One year's at a football, you know, and you find a shop doorway or two trees in a school playground, or so. Like, you find somewhere to play football, and you do it all day. And like we were saying before on one of the previous pods, I can't remember the last time I just saw a group of kids just playing football on the street. Do you know, like it's just like. You know, they're not totally blameless because they've got the choice to get football and go with the mates and play football, but they don't want to do that. They want to act like big men. They want to run all over town centres in balaclavas. For a start, fucking ban the sale of balaclavas like that in the UK, right? Because you don't need one. They're on little electric motorbikes. They're on scooters and that. They've all got ballies. They've all got knives, right? And if we wanted to do that when we were younger, we could have done. But no, we wanted to get a fucking football and play football. Do you know what I mean? And we would find anywhere. We get chased from place to place to place because we were doing people's head in with the ball banging against doors, shutters, or whatever. But we'd find somewhere to play.
What it is
actually, so let me add something to this as well. Tiny,
let me just say the big difference for me now is that even when we were younger, you always had that bit of respect and that little bit of healthy fear about your elders. And I feel like now that's gone. There ain't no respect for nobody. Like, that's the
no teachers, no police, no parents, no nothing. They don't give a fuck. And that's just the bottom line of it. And that's the thing. Like I say, it's one thing. Like, no child should be abused, but no child is above an ass whooping if they've done something wrong. And that is your main deterrent when you're younger. You get a crack off your parents, and you're like, right, I'm not going to do that again because that's fucking ass. Do you know what I mean? But none of them get it now. They're just fucking lawless.
Well. My neighbors could beat me when I was a youth. There's no community meetings no more.
It takes a village. It takes a village to raise a child, right or wrong.
Yeah, I used to be clean. Playing football in the net. I used to live in Ladbroke Grove. I used to be in Latimer playing football on my way home, causing up bare badness. Someone could just clap me from anywhere. Yo, man, I don't call your mum, you know. Fix up, you know that, man. Like, there's none of that no more.
Sorry, JD, you want to get your last words in there? Sorry, man, because we're just coming to the end now, so I didn't want you to miss out.
No, it's all good, bro. That's all good, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. It's been a bit. It's been a bit of a serious one, but it's serious topics we're talking about here. So it's just one of them, man. But so much that we could have covered, and there's actually more that we could talk about, and we can bring this back another time. Bizzle,
we need to do a part two.
We'll do a part two. But yeah, thanks to everyone for being on today. Thanks to Blunt, to JD, to Triller, to Tiny. I've been Buckstar. Don't forget to look out for Don't Gas the Badge on Tuesday, and we've also got a Don't Gas the Belt episode on the Wednesday, both at 9 p.m. and it's gonna be Blunt versus JD in a gloves are off type situation where I'm gonna officiate impartially and we're going to see whether boxing has the edge over MMA or not. But it's going to be interesting. So make sure you tune into that one. That's on Wednesday at 9 p.m. And then obviously next Thursday at 9 p.m. we're back with the Don't Gas podcast as well. So don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Please comment and we'll reply to all comments as well. And have a good rest of the evening. Peace.